Very excited to see him get somebody in a 2-count strike and watch him put him away.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Well, these Orioles entering play today, Harold Reynolds, they come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matt, I mean, they won the first 2 games. They played really good ball and then lost yesterday's game. They still got a chance now to win the series. You don't want to split it after you win the first 2. It's a pivotal game for them.
And this is swung on and missed on a great pitch that time, and the leadoff man is down on strikes to get this one started.
The right fielder, number 21.
Now batting, Franklin Gutierrez. And he has not gotten off to the start he had hoped for with the bat. It's been a real struggle for him out of the gate. Ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. And this is fouled at the plate. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Jimenez deals the 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
Swing and a liner. Throw to first to be in plenty of time, and Jimenez is looking sharp now. 2 away.
Batting third, a designated hitter, Corey Dickerson.
Now in the box, Corey Dickerson. He's not among the league leaders in home runs, but his total does top this ball club. Into the windup and the pitch. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. He's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So a very good inning that time for Ubaldo Jimenez. Tampa Bay 0, Orioles coming up. You're watching baseball on MLB Network. Drew Smith. Now at the plate, number 44. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The Orioles, second. Baseman, number 44.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first by Longoria is right there for the first out. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. What's going to be the key for them today, HR?
Matt, this is a scary lineup. They've got power and they have speed. They score runs in all different ways. They hit the ball in the ballpark and they score on balls in the gap when you have a runner at first base. That's what speed, power combination can do. This is a very tough lineup.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And Harold, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matt, the series didn't start the way they wanted to. Clearly, you lose the first 2 games, then you win yesterday. That's why a win today gives you a split. You salvage the series.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Batting third,
standing in, Adam Jones. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Here's the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Set to deliver on 2-1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Souza going back, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here for Adam Jones. Home run number 3 here in the early going. As the O's are on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Bases empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot is the result.
Batting fourth.
Here's Mark Trumbo now.
Mark
As he'll take a look at ball 1. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a hit. He has success with 2 out, and the bottom of the first stays moving.
Now that's a swing you want to put in your memory bank. He got off to a slow start here in April, but that's something to build on. And if he can continue to move forward, we'll see him get the average up soon.
Evan Gattis now standing in, and he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
He was sitting on that fastball. You can't tell me he wasn't. First pitch fastball, and he turned on it like that. Nice job.
Matt Wieters.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters, now.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Softly on a line to third. On to Pierce at first, and the inning is over. Stepping into the box, Steve Pierce. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s. Late that time for a strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back fastballs. He blew the first one by him and said, here we go, try it again. And he said, come on, bring it. I'm ready. And he timed it perfectly.
Stepping into the box, Evan Longoria. The early season batting line well above 300 coming into this one, so he'll look to keep that kind of success going. And he lays off there 1-0. No one out with a runner at second. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
We are watching him reach back and just challenge it with the fastball. Now we got a 1-2 count, and that's 3 fastballs in a row.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Time now for a look at the majestic defensive alignment of the Orioles. Well, this team is really going to be busy today. You look at how this pitcher's been struggling all season. All you got to do is look at that ERA. That tells me he's given up a lot of balls hit, and the defense is going to be very, very busy in this one.
Hit on the ground, but foul. And this one's in the dirt. The throw will go to third, and he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch. Jimenez ready with the 0-2. Splitter misses, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
Look out as this bat shatters on impact. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
Shortstop.
So coming to the plate, Brad Miller. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. 2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. Digging in the switch hitter, Tom Noonan. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Noonan.
And he commits to the pitch inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike 1. Line drive to left. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Well, if you like offense, this is the game to watch. Second inning with the leadoff single. They've already got 4 hits so far in this game. The offense is clicking.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. On the ground up the middle. Forsythe. On to Pierce at first, and it's a double play.
Batting 9th. Designated hitter, Jonathan Schoop.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well at all in the month of April. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled straight back. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
He is being aggressive in this inning. 0-2 on this hitter. The first 2 outs were recorded quick because he came right after the hitter. I don't think that changes right now either. He's going to continue to be aggressive to this hitter as well.
Ready on 1-2. He got him.
Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning.
A nice aerial shot there. The in downtown Baltimore as we welcome you back to the Charm City.
The left fielder, number 20, Steven Souza.
Steven Souza stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away. Standing in, Kurt Casale as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but you know what? He looked at the first 2 pitches, but they're different pitches, both down. Good pitchers' pitches. Sometimes you got to tip your cap.
Too high. 1-2. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Now that was a good pitch to lay off. When it starts on the outside half of the plate, that slider right there, you know it's going to continue to run off the plate.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Kevin Kiermaier is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those. Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats. Foul. Another 1-2 delivery. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Number 44. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Number 44.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a ball 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a little blooper to center. Forsythe backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Still far too early for any semblance of a race to take shape, but we'll give you a look anyways at our standings here in April. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Forsythe is there for it. 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 10, Adam Jones.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. And if you remember, he took home a Silver Slugger Award for AL outfielders a year ago. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch. Here's Franklin Gutierrez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
In now, Corey Dickerson. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. This is lined into left field, a base hit.
Well, there's an opposite field base hit right there. He's off to a great start here in April. And maybe that's why, because he's using the whole entire ballpark, the whole field.
Here's Steve Pearce now. Tapper up the line. Foul ball, however, strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 home from Jimenez. Swing and a little tapper. 1-2. Here it comes. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Working for the punch out and the offering. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Here's another 2-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Well, he got jammed on that one right there, and he's just strong enough to muscle it into right field for the base hit. It's going to be a line drive tomorrow in the paper.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. And Longoria swings right through that one as he's behind 0-2 now.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
That misses. 1-2. And he chased it in the dirt. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second.
Second baseman, Logan.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Logan Forsythe. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Grounder down the line at third. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Rays strand a pair. On to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Here's Mark Trumbo now. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie.
Right fielder, Mark One ball.
Oh, and he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. And that's off the left field wall. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Well, you make in-game adjustments, right, Matt? I mean, they've had a hard time scoring. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch to get things going, so I see a little bit of a change. Maybe this is how they jumpstart their offense for the rest of the game.
Evan Gattis now standing in. Hit hard, but foul. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, this isn't how he wanted to start the inning. A leadoff single, and then you almost hit the next hitter. Composure. Got to try to get that ball with the plate and maybe get a ground ball.
Oh, not fooled one bit by the changeup as he smokes this one to deep left field. That one will not be coming back. A home run. So a two-run homer down the line in left. 6th home run on the season for him. And the Orioles lead it by 2 now, 3-1.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Line drive to center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Well, Matty jumped on that first pitch after the home run. It's a line drive for a base hit. I was always a little reluctant to get in the box after he gave up a home run, thinking he might dust me right here.
Into the box now, Tom Noonan, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
The 2-0 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error thus far for Baltimore. Grounded down the third baseline. And a diving effort there at third. Good way to bruise your ribs. How much for one of them ribs? It's a foul ball. Down the third baseline. Backhanded to second for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Now batting, shortstop.
Striding in once again, Andrew Romine. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fly ball heading for the alley. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he will scroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Wow, the pitcher must be just shaking his head. That pitch wasn't anywhere near the strike zone, but he gave it the old tomahawk chop and somehow connected with it anyway. Now he's standing on second, and he even has to smile about that one.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. And here's a ball hit in the air. Casale has got it, and the side is retired. But the Orioles. Here's Brad Miller, the shortstop. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Brad Miller.
Lined hard toward right center. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out.
Steven Souza.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, Catcher.
Digging in, Kurt Casale. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Well, Matt, that's 2 quick outs, but if you look at the pitch count, it's way down low. He's being aggressive, and so are they. He's got a chance to get through this one.
Squared that one up just a little late. Jimenez ready with the 0-2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. Score holds. It's 3-1.
For the Orioles, second baseman.
Digging in to try it again.
44.
Number 44. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's tapped foul at home plate.
Well, that'll get your head shaken at the plate. That's a pitch he hasn't used much in this game. Now he throws that for a strike, and you add that to the rest of his repertoire. Man, it's tough to cover them all.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. One and one. Here it comes. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Kiermaier is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
Manny Machado.
Here's Manny Machado now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a hard liner, but foul. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
And that swung on and fouled straight back. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Up with it is Longoria. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The center fielder, number 10, Adam.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Smiley steps into the windup. First pitch on its way. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. And he will get there to make the running play. And standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Oh, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Swinging a ball line softly down the line in left, but foul. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Got him.
And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Here's Franklin Gutierrez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Franklin Gutierrez.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Those first 2 pitches were pretty good pitches. I like where he was going, but now he's falling behind 2-0. He may have to lay one in there and challenge him a little bit.
Digging in and looking for more, Corey Dickerson. A hit in 2 tries so far. Now the first pitch from Jimenez. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike one becomes so important to get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at-bat.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Romine on to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Ready for another shot now. Mark Trumbo. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Mark Trumbo.
Into the windup and the pitch. And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball 1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. And he's set down, 1 away.
The batter,
Evan Gattis will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo home run. It's a solo home run for Evan Gattis. His 2nd of the game as the Orioles move in front now 4-1.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Now here comes the Tampa Bay manager out to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Alex Colomé is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters, now as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Wieters awaits the 1-0. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
I like that check swing. He started to offer at the off-speed pitch, but he recognized it and was able to hold up.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Sitting 3-0 right here. I wouldn't be surprised to see him turn him loose and give him the green light.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Souza is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, first baseman.
Now a southpaw up to throw in that Tampa Bay bullpen. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And they can't run it down. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Orioles add on thanks to the solo home run. 4-5. Welcome back to baseball on MLB Network. Orioles leading this one through 6 as we take a look at our game summary to this point. Here's Steve Pearce now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. On its way is pitch number 75. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. Digging in once again, Evan Longoria. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Jimenez ready with the 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Logan Forsythe. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Good fastball there from Jimenez as he gets ahead 0-1. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Drilled right back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So the top of the 7th isn't over yet after the 2-out base hit.
That was terrific. You always hear keep your hands inside the baseball. That's a perfect example. The ball was in and he took it back up the middle. You can't do that if you don't keep your hands inside the baseball.
1-0 count. Here it is. Off the corner with the splitter. It's 2-0. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And it misses. 3-1 now.
This is one of those rare hitters counts we've seen in this game. They're just having a difficult time getting it going.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, but that'll be off the right field wall. Forsythe rounds third and is digging for the plate. In to score is the runner from first. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Well, you don't see that very often. 2 outs, the runner's going on the crack of the bat, but he hit it so hard they had to hold the runner up. That's how good he hit that ball.
Your attention,
and now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And that is going to be all this afternoon for Ubaldo Jimenez. Here comes the first pitch. Kurt Casale stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Well, you wouldn't have expected this kind of at bat out of him, but he's fought himself right back with an opportunity now to really drive in 2 runs.
And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1.
That's a nice spot for a pitcher down there below the knees, but I think that call's a little bit low.
And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Number 44. He'll put this one away, and the side is retired. A run for the Rays thanks to the. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Andrew Romine. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. And that misses for ball 1. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I tell you what, he had to honor the fastball. The fastball, the pitch before, and back with the changeup. That's a great combination.
Swing and a liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Well, the batter's going to read your sequences. He goes away, away, and then boom, the base hit the opposite way. Got to mix it up better than that.
Jonathan Schoop.
So striding in, Jonathan Schoop. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. And this is taken outside for ball 1. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Falling for it, Gutierrez. He's got it 1 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
Ready once again, number 44. Switch hitter batting left here. Back in standing. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
This is on the ground over to first. Stopped on the slide by Pierce. He's out. Digging in to try it again, Manny Machado. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
That's a good fastball down the zone. Now, some hitters are good low ball hitters, but that's exactly where you want to be.
Machado now on 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Well, he's made 2 tough pitches. He's got a runner at second base, and now he doesn't have to make a good pitch. Make him chase something right here because you don't have to throw him a strike.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Weekly hit to third. Up with it is Longoria. On to Pierce at first, and the inning is over. Orioles striding in once again, Kevin Kiermaier. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And that's in there, base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Franklin Gutierrez is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with the fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfectly.
1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Corey Dickerson. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. In there, and it's 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And no, he lost track of it and it falls. Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Kiermaier rounds the corner and is headed home. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's now a 4-3 ball game. So stepping in, Steve Pierce. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
Man, he's got a good fastball. He showed it off right there. He blew it right by him.
Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. 0-2, here it comes. Fouled back. Now another 0-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Trumbo has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and standing in here is the very dangerous third baseman, Evan Longoria. Now a quick move here to step off and look the runner back. And Longoria won't be given a chance here as he's walked intentionally. Jackie Jolly will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. Stepping into the box, Logan Forsythe. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Right there for strike 1. Heading out towards shallow right. On the move is Trumbo. He makes the catch. What a play on the... Jackie Jolly is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. Matt Andrees is into the ballgame now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
Well, we've always known this guy was a good hitter. You knew he was going to come out of it eventually. Here's another multi-hit game. It's not one hit that gets you out of it, but the multi-hit game. Maybe this is the signs of things to come.
Here's Mark Trumbo now,
as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play.
Grounded to third. Forsythe on to first, and they get them both.
The left fielder,
Evan Gaddis now standing in. Already a pair of long balls on his line in this one, so we'll see what else he has in store here. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him in the inning. Here's Brad Miller, the shortstop. He'll be the one to lead it off, needing 1 to tie in the top of the 9th.
Miller.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. This would be a well-earned victory for Ubaldo Jimenez if these guys can finish this one off.
Well, he hung him one and he smoked it, but just wasn't able to keep it fair. I doubt if he throws him that pitch again.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Zach Britton comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Zach Britton.
Standing in now, Steven Souza, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. That's by him for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. The 1-2 pitch. Swing hard liner to left center, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
That's a strong hitter right there. Slider in on his hands, and he still was able to muscle it out far enough for a base hit.
Desmond Jennings will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Dribbled up the line, but it gets fouled. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a hard sinker there. Chopped foul at home plate.
Well, now it's a 1-2 count. He's throwing the same pitch 3 times in a row. He got ahead with it. Now let's see if he puts him away with it.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Digging in, Kevin Kiermaier. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch outside the throw. It's on the bag, and he is out trying to take second, and this ball game is over. A one-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. Ubaldo Jimenez gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he struck out 13 in this one. So that's a wrap for this afternoon. For Harold, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Our final line score this afternoon.